Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Kristin Hildabrand, Warren County Extension Agent for Horticulture. Good morning, Kristin.
Good morning, Joanna.
Now, Kristin, there's a lot more people out gardening this year. Everybody is interested in growing their own food, but as the summer kind of intensifies, we probably need to keep in mind a little bit about safety.
Yes, absolutely. In gardening, we want for it to be fun at all times, but there's just little things, kind of reminders that you want to be cautious about because, we are using a lot of sharp objects from our gardening tools or, say the water hose gets away from us and we can be a tripping hazard. And then also there's some things that you need to worry about for yourself on the health side of things. That way that when you're out and about, especially, throughout the summer months, what you can do to protect yourself. Because I feel like sometimes we're just so excited to get out there and garden and we kind of forget about some of those health and safety tips.
Absolutely. And right now with it being so hot, I know that I have to get up extra early before the heat comes in to get out and get into your garden.
Yeah, so that kind of transitions into that comment about the heat there. So right now, like you said, we're in kind of the really, really high temperatures. And so if you can plan your gardening activities around, when it's really, really hot, then you want to do that. So you mentioned that you get up yourself fairly early and actually go out and garden. So really be strategic, and when you plan your gardening activities, either get up really, really early in the morning up until a certain time and then wait throughout the afternoon hours and then go back out. So you take a nice significant break whenever it's the heat of the day. Generally, I think after 11 o'clock it really starts to go up, and even sometimes after 5 and 6 o'clock. So you might want to just kind of make your windows of opportunity there.
And it's not only hot on humans, it's also hot on all of our produce and our vegetables and our flowers, and they're probably not at their peak as well.
So you bring up a good point. We're talking about food safety there. So generally it's best to harvest your vegetables in the morning because that's when they're at their peak of freshness and they've got a lot of those moistures have been retained over the afternoon, evening hours. So generally it's best to harvest those vegetables early in the morning, and basically after you get done with harvest, go ahead and take them straight inside so that way they can get cooled off pretty immediately. And berries are at their peak. We're kind of on the tail end of blueberries. We're getting into blackberries, so they don't need to be out in the real hot conditions. So immediately take those in. Even with all vegetables, they really need to be taken just ASAP. And then also make sure that you store them correctly. And if you have any questions about storage, we have a plethora of information on how to do that here at the Extension office.
Absolutely. Now you mentioned before 11 o'clock, but
Yes.
It's hot out there and you have these nice hats.
Yes, it's very important to dress appropriately. So I stole that hat that's in front of you from my husband, so it's a little bit bigger. One thing I do want to note about those hats is that they're wide brimmed hats. So if we're wearing a baseball hat, Joanna, our ears can be exposed. So that just protects your ears. Also, a lot of your face is protected. So it's really highly encouraged. And the one that's beside it has a nice little pull string if you're out gardening. That's actually mine. So it's really nice, because when you're having to bend over on your knees and stuff, it's very handy for that. The other thing I want to point out is it's very, very important as gardeners to protect your hands because we're constantly, digging in the soil or, removing things around our plants. And so we can injure our hands very easily and nick those. So garden gloves are very much important to that as well. It's always good if you need some extra sunglass protection. You've got some protection from your eyes with your sunglasses as well. And then especially for the lawnmower, Joanna, those noise canceling headphones are very, very important. If you're having to yell, like if I was having to yell at you, you know that I've got a little bit of some noise damage or some hearing damage from some different noises, especially from our tractors and also, a lot of our power tools like the garden tillers, things like that. So it's really important to wear those.
Absolutely. Well, I certainly appreciate those tips when you're out gardening. And if you have any questions about anything we talked about today, make sure to contact your local extension office. Thanks for watching and have a great day.